another pesto recipe, and you know why? Because pesto is life, because it's made with delicious things such as olive oil, nuts, basil, and that cheesy, delicious taste. And on this recipe, you're going to be amazed because it's rolled in bread with some vegan feta cheese. Are you drooling yet? And you will, and I'll show you how I put it together. So first we're going to start by making a pesto. And like I said in a few videos ago, I have a secret for the most amazing pesto, which is to blend everything together and then add the basil leaves, because the friction, the motion from the blades, they heat up, and when they heat up, they mash it. That's the word that I was instead of crushing the leaves, it mashes it up, and then it releases the basil releases a little bit of a bitterness, and we don't want that. So blend everything together, and then lastly you add the basil and blend it very briefly, okay? Pulse it preferably. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, just click over here. On this recipe I have the full recipe for the pesto, very well explained, and as well I have the cheese terrine which I use the pesto for. I advise you to have a look because it's amazing. Alright, and for the dough we're going to use all-purpose flour, some salt, instant yeast, sugar or agave or maple syrup. People ask me before, why do you add sugar if it's a savory recipe? Why do you add sugar to the dough? Because the yeast needs the sugar to feed on, so it develops, okay? So that's important. Even though it's a savory recipe, the sugar is necessary because you have some sugar, some level of sweetness of sugar in the flour, but it's not enough, okay? So we want to ensure that your dough is going to raise and proof properly, so that's why, all right? And now olive oil and lukewarm water. Please note that I'm using a blender, a mixer actually, but you don't have to, okay? You can knead it by hand around 10 minutes. That is how it's supposed to be done, but I was lazy, so I used the stand-up mixer. And once that you see that the dough is smooth and elastic, we're going to cover it with some olive oil and then cover it and allow it to proof for 30 to 40 minutes or 1 hour. It's important that it doubles the size. And now we're going to deflate this big beautiful bubble, and we're going to spread it and make a rectangle. Now, dust the working surface and the dough with extra flour so it doesn't stick. Trim the edges so you have a nice rectangle shaped dough. And then we're going to spread the pesto evenly. Now, please mind that this is a firmer type of pesto with a little less olive oil. That's important because otherwise your dough will be too greasy. Now, add vegan feta cheese or any other vegan firm cheese of your choice. Now you slowly and carefully roll the dough, like so. Now, with a very sharp knife, cut out the ends so the slices look even. And now we're going to cut the roll into 12 even pieces, starting from the center of the roll. we're going to grease a baking dish or a baking tin and carefully place the sliced rolls. And we're going to allow it to proof for about 30 to 40 minutes again, okay? And then preheat the oven, that's important, 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? And now we're going to brush it because we want the beautiful golden color on top. We're going to brush it with a mixture that I always use when I'm brushing my baked goods. It's vegan mayonnaise, ketchup, and a dash of soy milk.
I see you watching me when we're with our friends. It's definitely something in the air. So let's take it from there, 'cause I know you want it. Afraid to let it show, and I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow, grow, grow? I think it's time we stop tipping on our toes. What's holding you back now, sugar? 'Cause I don't know, sure know you want it. Afraid to let it show, and I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow? Why don't we let it, why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? It grows stronger for every day. We just can't keep it away, no. Grow, 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 grow.
There are recipes that get me. It almost want to make you cry. It's so good. I'm trying to find words, I can't. So please add yours once you make it on the comments here, because it's so good. It's so good. And it's delicate and yet, what is the word? A little bit, I'm gonna stop talking. I apologize. I mean, I'm trying to translate what my brain is doing into words. I can't. Like I said, it's easy. It's a little bit more laborious than a regular bread, but it's so worth it. Get the kids to help you, okay? Kids, grandkids, the nieces. I mean, get the kids involved in the kitchen. Get them to have that little flair and taste for making food. This is important. And this is it for today. I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm gonna, hello, you know what I'm gonna do now. And please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share it, share away. This is one of those shareable recipes, isn't it? And what was it? Okay, follow me on my social media, okay? Chef Instagram and Facebook, it's gonna be over here. And if you make it, tag me. I love when you take pictures. And I will see you next time. Have a fabulous week. Bye bye.